Amukira ngeithi ciakwa miroreri haria hothe uragitwamukira kana kuria guothe uragitwamukira ni ngatho cia mwanya ni kunyitana ithui ni mathaa mangi mega na marathime twakorwo tukinyitana nawe nigetha tukorwo tugikuhunguria thiini wa ituri itiganite tukimenya ni mariku matinda makihanika tugukorwo nginya tugigucendura nja wa bururi ni ngatho no mbere ndareke twambe tungetie mo maria tukiri namo. Samia Suluhu kwihitithio ta president wa gatandatu wa bururi wa Tanzania.
Ngao pamoja na mkuki ikiwa ni ishara kwamba yuko tayari sasa kwa ajili ya kulinda kutetea Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania.
Martha Karua na Charity Ngilu gucera gaburi-ini Karaira Odinga mwena wa Bondo.
And most of all, visit our sister Mama Aida.
Ndoge no gwitika tugwamba tugucendure nja wa bururi kuria Samia Suluhu Hassan na hitithitio ta president wa gatandatu wa bururi wa Tanzania uduria umutwite mutumia wa mbere gutuika president gitaro-ini kia East Africa hitithitio riri mirurungano ya gutetia githurano bururi-ini ucio ithite na mbere mena itiganite ndumiriri yake Suluhu agwite mundu uria wacagurwo ni muingi afatie gutungatira aria mamucagurite na aria matamucagurire nige akiuga ni wega andu a bururi ucio makorwo makiga thayo atongoria matiganite ni megwikinyite ari hamwe na munini wa president Professor Kithure Kindiki.
Jeshi mkuu anawasili uwanjani hivi sasa. Shangwe nderemo na vigelegele kwake.
Ngao pamoja na mkuki ikiwa ni ishara kwamba yuko tayari sasa kwa ajili ya kulinda kutetea Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania.
Na ugo nigo mutumia ucio witwo Samia Suluhu akorwo akiyukia itena ria keri tucoke na muci kuria ciumigire thutha wa gikuo kia Raila Odinga mutongoria wa kiama kia PLP Martha Karua na uria wari governor wa Kitui Charity Ngilu ni mekinyitie gaburi-ini ga kungu ka Jaramogi Bondo ari kioneria gia gitio kia mwisho. Karua ni agathirire Raila ta mundu uria wendete kuruirira wendete kihoto kuria merio yake inyititwo mbaru ni Ngilu makiuria a Kenya mathina mbere na kuiga thayo.
Visit the grave of our departed comrade, and most of all, visit our sister Mama Aida and continue to encourage her. Here lies a great spirit. Here lies a warrior for social justice. A man with whom we fought in the trenches, fighting for a better Kenya. A man who dedicated his life for a better Kenya. At this juncture, I want to thank Mama Aida and the family for sharing him with Kenya. As a nation, let us not squander this moment. Let us unite for one cause, the cause he lived for, fighting for a better Kenya. Those of us who are leaders, let us unite, unity of purpose, to look for a better Kenya. And let us be sincere about it. It's not just about talking about a better Kenya. It's about actions that contribute to making a better.
Here with our friends, we have just come also to pay our last respects. And when I say last respects, I don't think so. We'll continue to respect the man who lies here, indeed for the deeds that he has done in his life, and helping each one of us to do what we have got to do, what is right for this country. Maida, we respect your husband very much for all the years that you have known him. He was your husband, but he mentored a lot of us. And he helped us to know in leadership it's about serving. And serving courageously and serving selflessly. And knowing that it's about the nation that comes first.
Na tukiuma mwena wa Bondo ciko cia andiki a mohoro gutharikirwo bari wira-ini kuria aingi marumagio bara magatunywo indo cia wira na amwe kugurario uru ni cokete thi kuria mwaka wa 2024 andu 130 nio maguraririo no mwaka uyu ni andu 95 na ho ni kuri na mashira matari mathira na kioto gitire kioneka.
Said that in 2025 we have 95 cases of press freedom violations. While it is a drop from 130 cases that we had last year, but you notice that globally in the press freedom index by Reporters Without Borders, Kenya dropped from number 62 I think to number 116. Two major contributors. One is we had a foreign journalist killed in Magadi, and we have no conviction. When we were coming to, and the lack of conviction is specifically why we are here today. Impunity, that we have people who perpetuate crimes against journalists, and we're not seeing them being called to justice. We are not seeing any prosecution. We are not seeing any compensations and all that. So when you do that, you have people who attack journalists. They are known, but we don't know what happens to the cases. We are not seeing accountability. That number one, it's a threat to press freedom, and number two, it causes Kenyan ranking globally to go lower and lower. And whichever way we look at it, the duty bearers, specifically now the police and public prosecutions, must hold people to account. And the problem we have with the police is twofold. On one side, we deal with them as perpetrators of these attacks, but on the other side, we go back to them to investigate and arrest. And when they fail to do their job, and when we fail to have these prosecutions, that's where we end up here as a country.
So we have spoken for quite a long time as a guild about safety, about action such as prosecution, holding to account the people who harm journalists, and they are known. And now it looks like the stage has come for us to stop speaking from these podiums here and get to those offices where action is expected from, to ask what is the status of this case with a list so that we know what is going on. Without that, we think that some of these officers that have that responsibility have joined the ecosystem of impunity, because you don't harm a journalist, you harm another tomorrow and another one the next week, and it's quiet, and we pretend like things are normal. It's not going to be normal.
Tukibulika ciige githomo, minista wa githomo Ogamba Migos akiugite muthenya wa rucio ni makaunanira njungwa bunge-ini na maafitha a githomo ministry ya kigina na ciama cia arutani niguo monekana kihonia ni gikonekana kigie mugomo wa arutani a university. Na kuringana na Migos augite ni wega ciama icio cia arutani kurora kiria thirikari iramahe, akiuga arutwo maratangika thaa ici kumana na ngirimiti ya mwaka wa 2017 nao matiakiriho.
The difficulty is not that the government doesn't want to pay the 7.7, but the funds are not available. Tomorrow we are in Parliament with them, so we will be meeting there with Parliament, officers from the Ministry, officers from Treasury, officers from the unions, and we'll brainstorm together and see whether we can come to an agreement tomorrow. In the meantime, the 12 universities that are completely not teaching, some of the senates have made a decision to close, including JKUAT, which closed yesterday, and others are meeting to assess the situation of the students, because they've not been in class for almost 50 days, to make a decision on whether to close or not. But as a government, we are doing something to resolve that challenge, because it's a challenge that is life, but it's a challenge that is on our table through past non-decision making, and which is what we do not want to do now. For this particular government, we want to resolve that issue so that in future we don't have lecturers going on strike every other time. So that's really the challenge that we have, but we are working towards resolving it, and I want to encourage the unions to consider the offer that the government has given, because previously whatever offer that we had given, we have already made good. So we are not in arrears in any sense. And also the students that are being punished now, and I thank them for being calm and remaining calm as they wait. The students that are being punished now were not there in 2017. They were not there in 2021. They are current in their payments to the lecturers. This is actually a historical debt, or a pending bill, for lack of a better word, which can be resolved in other ways other than going on strike and denying the current students the studies when they have already done their part. So I'm just asking the unions to look into this issue and be open to discussion so that we can have it resolved. The other issue that they had of the negotiations of the CBA of 2025-2029, the negotiations are ongoing. So you really cannot say you want to go on strike during the negotiations, because that then puts pressure on everybody to make maybe to accede to terms that may not be viable or that may not be fair. My appeal to them was that call off the strike, take a month or take 2 months, deal with the CBA of 2025-2029 separately out of the strike as we resolve these issues. So
na arutani a thukuru cia ngathĩ ya igũrũ magĩthiaga na kwĩrwo makini matigũcoka wĩra. Ngwatanĩro ya onjoria anini nĩ mahũrĩte njeki arutwo a university nĩguo mahote kũgunĩka kĩmũtũrĩre. Mũcemanio ũrĩa matabanĩtie university-inĩ ya Masinde Muriro ũrehete hamwe arutwo 500 kuma university 13 na abithaa mũnene wa ngwatanĩro ĩyo Fred Akama akiuga itanya nĩ gũtigĩrĩra arutwo nĩ mona ũndũ wa gwĩka makĩria ihinda-inĩ rĩrĩ arutani magomeire wĩra.
We have seen, especially the last 6 weeks, the universities have not been active because the lecturers have been on strike, and yet the students are still here. They are spending money, they are eating every day. We thought if they had something that they were doing, it's even a security threat, because now when they run out of finances, when the parents run out of finances, they begin to think about engaging in some activity. We want to give them something to do, and each person that is in the world has a purpose. We want to lead them into their purpose. We are going to make them pitch ready. They are going to pitch to a panel of expert businessmen. After that, we are going to fund the businesses that they have been doing to a tune of 100,000 shillings for 10 businesses across the university. This is in collaboration with the Masinde Muliro, University of Agriculture and University of Science and Technology. This is the first one. We want to take this around every university in Kenya.
First, I want to say that we are really proud and we are glad with this project of Liam Foundation under Dr. Fred Akama as the CEO. As Western Student Association, we want to say that it's a useful project, and we see it aiming higher and giving us a lot of opportunities in our lives to make sure that we have businesses going around. We are here 13 institutions having universities, Lupe University, all the universities from Western Kenya are here represented. We have other institutions from Wasingishu, that is Wasingishu County, and we are great. We want to say that we are ready and we see a future being bright, because we are going to be empowered financially, and having finance, you can solve a lot of things in the society.
And young people in this country, we as a university, as I said in my introduction, we try to make sure that in every program we tell people that we are not just training them to get theory, but we want them to be entrepreneurs, to be business people and job creators. So we are able to partner with him to start in the University of Science and Technology. As you can see, the hall is full packed with students from various universities to do that. So we thank you for partnering with us for this. We know it will go somewhere.
Nigatho riboti yakore gitugomaniria ikireka ritu ria mbere ria Kiheo Kabiru Thaa Imwe ndugatege ture mitambo mwiroreri amune turacokereria.
Ino ni station ya KIHEOTV, kihumo kia witikiriku.
Ni wiharirie kuoya ikinya mbere hari kiria wiriragiria guthoma ndugathinike ringi riu kuona Jewel Technical College mari haha ni undu waku tuthomithagia kothi tiganite ta journalism and media studies niguo memerekia, hospitality management niguo rugi, cosmetology and beauty therapy nimo maundu mege maingi no thaka, ICT, electrics and electronic engineering, healthcare and caregiving na makiria moguo ni turi na thiomi cia nanja nicio Korean language o hamwe na German. Tucherere Jewel Complex gorofa ya gatandatu kurigania na TRM no tuhurire namba kifugo mugwanja kifugo imwe githatu kifugo kifugo mugwanja imwe niyo 0701 300 071 kana no tucherere rurenda-ini rwitu ni ruo jewelcollege.ac.ke. Jewel Technical College, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Mwangaza wa Neno FM, shesheni ya redio ire kurehagira umemerekia muthuranire o muthenya wa mwambiririo kinyagia gatano. Tabarira cihotanire kwambiriria rucini kinya hwaini thaa 11 kinyagia thaa 4 cia rucini. Nyitanagira na Esther wa Mathenge the Kingdom Lady theinie wa Githima rucini thaa 4 nginya thaa 8 kanyitana na Wanjiko wa Kinyanjui Kanyaka Ndeto theinie wa tabarira ya riũa rĩa wega. Thaa 8 nginya thaa 10 kanyitanira na Celestine Waka the Favored One theinie wa tabarira ya Shangwe. Igikinyiria thaa 10 ukaingira kiberereki theinie wa tabarira ya Ngwatanĩro na Kamau wa Waithira KW mugatereva na kinyagia thaa 2 cia utuku na kwambiriria thaa 2 kinyagia thaa 5 cia utuku ukanyitanira na Susan Wangoro the Women Rep theinie wa tabarira ya ikumbi ria Kigosho. Uri wakinya handu ugatua matua ma gucenjia muturire waku o rimwe
mandu monekana dunia ritu nie tukiuma nja cukuru ine tugithie tugithimo ndathimo ngionekana ndi muritu na thicio ndi form 2 ndi boarding nona ikibidi nyambe nyume tondu niku ona niku radorire tondu ndieterire nyambe njoke cukuru ngiura nyambe ngicoka mucingira mamito mam ni ndoka no tondu ni ndoka ndi murwaru akijuka we murwaru ngimwira ndero jikare thiko cigana thiko igire thiko igire arafu ni gucoka cukuru
na riu ni kwamba kumuheni nigetha umenye ugufanga
riu nigetha riu fange na riu nuona tondu ni ndarito riu ni ndamena mwana kioria
na wina kiremba
na ndina kiremba na ndiso mamito ni
mutumi ya kanitha
wa kanitha ni nyina wa andu na niwe waragiria youth so nurona challenge iyo
akurehera tabarira ya muthingi wigue uria matua mangi manateithia aria mana matua na kumagarurira muturire.
Ino ni station ya KIHEOTV, kihumo.
Gatho nĩ gũthiĩ na mbere na gũtũcagũra arutwo a Kitale Polytechnic maumire igoti-inĩ rĩa Kitale matarĩ akenu thutha wa cira wa Delphine Mwangi wa mĩaka 22 gũcerithĩrio gũthikĩrĩrio na kũringana nao makinyire thaa 2 cia rũcinĩ no cira ũyũ wanjĩrĩirie mathaa ma thaa 8. Delphine arathirwo nĩ abithaa wa borithi kũrĩa arutwo maugĩte matikũgũagũa nginya kĩhoto kĩoneke.
Mshukiwa Omondi lazima kuwe na wakili kotini. Tutaendelea na hii kesi yake saa 8.
Tumekasirika lakini tumekasirika saa 8 na tumekuja hapa saa 2. Justice. We need justice.
Ngoja kesi kutoka saa 2, tukaambiwa saa 6, tumeambiwa tena saa 8. Na tunatoa mwili tupeleke Murang'a. Tunaenda saa ngapi? Sisi tunataka justice tupangie.
Tukitigana isho abuge Kabiru matongoretio nĩ mũmbunge wa Imenti ya Mũhuro Shadrack Mwiti nĩ magĩte na mũcemanio na ikari ya Kabiru nĩguo kũmataarĩria ciĩgiĩ tabarĩra iria thirikari nene irehete mwena ũcio. Mwiti ũrĩa arakiuga nĩ akeneire matunda ma thirikari kuona gĩcigo gĩake kĩa ũmbunge nĩ kĩhetwo ũthiũ mwerũ. Nĩ orĩtie mũingĩ mathiĩ na mbere na kũnyita mbaru thirikari ya Kenya Kwanza makĩria gĩthurano-inĩ kĩa mwaka wa 2027.
Kwa leo tuko hapa South Imenti kwa ajili ya kuambia watu wa South Imenti kazi ambaye nimefanya kama MP wa South Imenti nikisaidiwa na President wa Kenya Dr. William Samoei Ruto. Tumetaja kama ICT hub na vile wiki mbili zimepita, His Excellency the President Dr. William Samoei Ruto ametusaidia na katupatia pesa ya kuweka lami kutoka Kionyo, Kanyakine, Kithino na Moroga, Mala, Mitungu. Tunatarajia kupata title ya Malimba. Vile tulipata upgrading ya Mitungu TVET kuwa National Polytechnic na President alituletea basi ya Mitungu, na kwa aswa tuko hapa leo tukiwa leaders kuambia watu ile President amefanya. Na kwa nini tunasema sisi tukiwa MP wote tunasema President hati apatiwe vipindi 2 na vile Kendeke naye akimushikilia Meru na Kenya yote itakuwa sawa sawa. Na mimi vile nimewaambia wakinipatia nafasi nitaendelea kufanya kazi.
Omba watoto wa shule na wazazi wao, mimi naomba tuchunge watoto wakati wa likizo. Na mimi nasema ni aibu kubwa sana sisi wa Meru tukitajwa tukiwa karibu number 1 na maneno ya teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy ni ndoda sugu kwetu na ni kitu tunaweza zuia. Rangu ni kusema tafadhali wasee wa nyumba 10, area managers, ngao, tuchungeni watoto. Na sijui ama tutatoa mwelekeo tuseme in future kila mtoto, huyu mtoto akipata mimba akienda hospitali kujifungua, wacha atuambie, kwa sababu kuna mahali ya mama ya mtoto, wacha hata baba awekwe hapo, so that at that point in time tuweze kujua ni akina nani wanaharibu watoto wetu.
Negatho rifoto ya kuma kuria kaunti ya Meru igakora gutikirira gatohoro maitu ba Kiheo Kabiru Thaa Imwe no na ciarikia kwihanda thaa ithatu tugekara ikwati tuko tugicemania oro haha nigetha thie na mbere na gukunegereria maria matinda makianika gwa thaa ici tuko tukinegereria mwaro uyu Wairimu Wanjiru wajeri makenderea na tafarira ingimainie kana magithi na mbere na tafarira ingimainie kuracia negatho jitago Wairimu Wanjiru mutathina njira ciko auma na umi wa mathu thina mbere na gucagura KIHEOTV.